What's up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. In this video, I want to have my winner pick for this weekend's race for the Cup Series at Michigan, and definitely going to be a powerhouse for the Fords and Chevy and Toyota. Now, granted, I'll tell you right now, the Fords seem to have the better horsepower when it comes to Michigan and stuff, but consistently the better teams are usually the Hendricks, the Joe Gibbs. Now Penske, they've been doing okay, right? Blaney just won last week, but does that mean they're going to bring that same consistent speed to Michigan? Well, that's remained to be seen because they're so topsy turvy. And even in Nashville, they weren't necessarily the greatest cars out there, right? Blaney probably was the only car out of the Ford bunch that had general overall speed. Logano got up there by strategy, but didn't necessarily have the speed. He even fell back a little bit at the end. So, really, out of the whole bunch of Penske, probably Blaney's the best. Now, if you're looking at Roush, Fenway, Keselowski, I would say maybe Brian Priest. He seems to be showing a little more speed recently. If you're looking, of course, at the Chevy bunch, you got to look at Hendrick Motorsports with William Byron, Larson as well. Unfortunately, Chase and Alex Bowman are kind of the two ones out of the Hendrick bunch. It's just not doing so well. I mean, let's be very clear. Chase is very consistent this year. He's been consistent. He's been consistent probably the last almost 2 years, but it's just not. He's not performing for wins. Gets top tens here and there. Yeah, last week didn't go so well. I think pit strategy kind of messed that up for the most part. Larson last week was just. I mean, somehow someone he pulled out a top 10, but he was struggling too. So, but out of the Hendrick bunch, you're definitely looking at Larson and William Byron. Out of the Penske and the Toyota, out of the Gibbs side and Toyota side, you're going to look at Denny Hamlin being strong as well as G2311. Now, granted, I know the news has really been unfortunate for them, but I don't think it's going to cause any problems this weekend. That is out-course stuff. I don't think it's going to hurt them performance-wise. So definitely look at Bubba Wallace and also Tyler Reddick doing well this weekend. So basically the same bunch of characters up front, pretty much week in, week out. But who's going to be strong and who I think is going to win? I think it's going to come out of a Toyota camp, and usually this happens in racing. Usually when you have bad news or something bad happens to you during the week, the next week you actually sometimes perform better. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to go with Denny Hamlin winning at Michigan. I know the Fords are fast, and I get that, and that's usually where their powerhouse thing comes from, but consistently, they're just not that fast, right? 1 week they're fast, next week they're so-so. Next week they're fast, and then, so I feel like going to Michigan, yeah, they're going to really want to put all the efforts, but usually Toyota will try to do it as well, and Chevy, but yeah, I'm going to go with Denny Hamlin with this win, and probably it's gonna. I'm not saying NASCAR's gonna be bitter about it, but they're not gonna be thrilled that he won. And of course, a lot of fans as well. But that's my pick. Let me know in the comments below who you have winning at Michigan. And thanks for watching. Subscribe for more NASCAR content. Hope to see you for the next one.